Being a traveler sets you free. Free to be anywhere, anytime. You can sleep in one place only to wake up to an absolutely new scenario. Some may find it tiring. I, on the other hand, find it liberating. Nothing can hold you back, whether it's the sea or the mountain. Nothing's impossible, whether it's scaling heights or falling from it. It's the ultimate feeling of being able to let go.
Let go and have fun at the same time. It's not just being on the move that sets you free. It is being able to pause, see, absorb and soak it all in at the same time. The traveler just gets to see that much more, meet that many more people, and has the advantage to choose where he wants to go to next. Or like in my case, just stay on. Some places just have that pull, you know. So while Kim decided to head to Kochi from the heights of Darjeeling, I just hadn't had enough of Punjab.
तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम
Oh, Varun. What? Your days.
Guys, coming back to reality. As you can see, there is no sarson ke khet and there is no beautiful girl. But who I have next to me is a very rich farmer who probably has a very beautiful daughter. And all this land that you see ahead of me could be mine.
Sorry to break your heart, Varun. First of all, I don't have a daughter. And second of all, this land is not all mine. A lot of it is rented. I'm sorry to shatter them.
You shattered them all at once. Okay, this is Mr. Sangha.
Jung Bahadur Sangha is doing what 2/3 of state's population does, agriculture. It is not for nothing that Punjab is called the granary of India. But for me, the man of wheels, it is about the machines that make it all happen, the tractors. I was shown two machines, the John Deere's two-wheel drive with the Desi implement that was plowing the fields, and then I was shown the 4x4 tractor with a German implement attached that actually does 3 tasks in one go. So once the potatoes are weeded out, this one monster runs one time and the field is ready to be sown all over again.
Now the weight of this equipment is so much that they need to actually put weights on the wheel and in front to avoid the thing from like tilting up like this. Okay, so these are basically the traction weight on the wheels. And these are the other weights in front. अब because मैंने ये गाड़ी पहले चलाई नहीं है, इसलिए मैं अभी चला नहीं सकता because इसके लिए बहुत ज़बरदस्त ट्रेनिंग चाहिए होती है. But I am gonna get my hands on that. Now I know most of you don't know how to drive one of these things. Not like I'm an expert, but I took a little bit of training. So let's see now. So it has 2 gears, which is strange. These are the normal gears like a car. It has a neutral, reverse, 1, 2, 3. And this gear is basically the pulling power. It has A, B, C and as an option. A is basically when you're lifting really heavy weight and you're like going to be crawling. B is a lower gear and C is when you want to really zoop. So I think I'm going to be starting with A. You know, I'm more nervous driving one of these than I was driving a BMW. Okay, but here we go. You know, I was hoping to go back with a girlfriend and some land maybe. But all I get is some aloo. 2 from the road.
All good things start with a K. Kim's in Kochi. I feel so blessed to have seen our country from north to south. And even though my journey's almost come to an end, they do say the end is a new beginning. So here in God's own country, I have to say it one more time. Life, I love you. Once a Portuguese-occupied town, you can't miss the indelible mark that different foreign occupants left on Kochi. There is a distinct influence of the Chinese and the Dutch. It can be found in its beautiful tree-lined lanes, through the Portuguese facades of its houses and churches. And then there is the beautiful sight of the Chinese fishing nets all along Fort Kochi beach. Another distinct element are the boats dotted along the Malabar coastline. These boats have traditionally been the main means of transport in the backwaters of Kerala. A standard houseboat, which can end up being about 100 feet long, can hold up to 30 tons of goods. That's as much as 3 big trucks can carry. As for my transportation needs, I thought I needed something a bit more open top, bright and stylish to see Kerala closely. So I chose the new Vespa. Mind you, it's not just a scooter.
The Vespa was originally designed as a utility vehicle in 1945, but by the 60s, it symbolized freedom and imagination. This is more than just a scooter, it's a way of life. I'm going to try buzzing with her a little bit around town. Alright, I'm dressed the part and ready to test out my Vespa in Fort Cochin in true Vespa style. A 125cc 4-stroke engine that's gearless. She's apparently supposed to give me a mileage of 55 to 60 kilometers per liter. Let's see, I'm going to test her out on these roads. Here's a fun fact. Audrey Hepburn actually had a lot to do with making this scooter as iconic as it is. She rode through Rome in Roman holiday in 1952, and after that, there were 100,000 sales. And since then, there's been no looking back. Riding through these quaint old streets in Fort Cochin is so timeless and iconic. It kind of feels right with the Vespa, doesn't it? The Topumbadi Bridge provides a nice respite from everyday traffic. It plies only two-wheelers. Built by the British, it apparently once opened up like the London Bridge.